The Empire's on the run.
We'll go to your calls.
Alex Jones
We'll go to your calls.
and the GCN Radio
Heavy
Network.
subjects. I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. Most people know that iodine deficiency has been a crisis around the world. Iodine is key to so many of the body's functions, especially the thyroid. I discovered a product being developed by Dr. Group. You now know it as Survival Shield True Nascent Iodine that your body can really absorb. Then, about a year ago, he said, listen, if you think this is powerful, I'm going to come out with rare earth, deep earth crystals. And the results that I personally have had have been life-changing. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen. This is innovating, and the best part is it helps fund Infowars.com, the radio show, the TV show, the whole media operation promoting true libertarian ideas. For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2. Take advantage of this unprecedented 30% off super detox special at InfoWarsLife.com. From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
I'm David Hall, founder of Diamond Gusset, where we are proud of our 100% grown and sewn American-made jeans. Whether you're out for dinner, working on the farm, or on the road, Diamond Gusset Jeans offers a full spectrum of style and sizes for any occasion. Our loyal customers enable us to continue sponsoring Liberty Media outlets. Use promo code FREEDOM to receive a 15% discount at gusset.com. In Liberty, David Hall, Diamond Gusset Jean Company.
Tell folks how you got introduced to Super Male, and then when Super Female came out, tell us what happened.
After I saw such a huge positive change in my husband, I had to try it for myself.
Talk about the effects.
I feel great when I wake up in the morning. I have drive to go to the gym. I feel like I look better. I feel better. I feel sexier. I love it. Even if you don't believe in supplements, take the challenge. Get a bottle of Super Male, a bottle of Super Female. Check it out for yourself. Consult your physician. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. This is life-changing.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches.
He aligns himself with the truth, and it's time for you to choose a side. You're listening to Alex Jones.
Larry Klayman, the former head of Judicial Watch, is going to join us talking about the IRS persecution, but also a new Judicial Watch report. Fed's bulletin describes threat of imminent terrorist attack on the southern border. Yeah, and Obama will use that then to totally federalize it and conduit even more people in, claiming he's trying to stop terrorists. I mean, ISIS is operating in this country. They're all over the place. We've gone from this 13-year war to eradicate al-Qaeda to it's bigger and stronger than ever because the criminals running our government gave them the weapons. But no one wants to talk about radical Islam that's now being turned loose to create the clash of civilizations that will crush the majority of non-radical Muslims. That's the plan, along with the West. The globalists will play us off against each other like the two Siamese fighting fish in From Russia with Love. Remember that clip? Got to cue that back up. You can see the setup. We got to have the NSA. We got to have all the terrorists. Yeah, terrorists you protected. It's so transparent. But you would think all that existed in the world. Here's what I'm sick of. And the Israel bashers are probably 2 or 3 times what the Catholic bashers are. But I've noticed a lot of times it's the pro-Israel folks, they're trying to make it a conspiracy about the Vatican, and then some of the Vatican people try to make it about Israel. So there's an old fight going on there, Catholic and Jews. Well, I'm neither. I was brought up a Protestant. I'm a Christian. I just have a relationship with Christ. And I just understand the sociology, the anthropology. And I'm just sick of opening up an article about Rick Perry can't buy guns, and it's just Jew, 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 Alex is a Jew, 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 Jew. Can you imagine how I feel when the people that hate Israel are so mindless and horrible on average? How do you think that makes people that want to legitimately criticize the Israeli lobby, who I do not like foreign lobbies, messing with our government? I have real issues with Israel messing with our sovereignty, doing things like that. I have major issues with espionage, just like I do with the communist Chinese or others. But those are legitimate articles we put out that really do. Like, well, why is Israel's government tacitly supporting IS? Well, why? And I don't put that out to attack Israel. I put it out for sanity's sake. And what's going on? Why is our government starting war with Russia? A man of many perversions, federal cybersecurity head convicted of child porn charges. The following story is a warning to why centralized power is so dangerous. I mean, all the time they're busting high-level Homeland Security people that are child molesters. The mid-level and low-level, they really never do, because they're not. It's those key controller-level people that the globalists don't put in. You know, here's what I'm getting at. I've studied what's at the bottom of the rabbit hole. There are WASP mafias and Chinese triad mafias and Japanese mafias and Russian mafias and German mafias and Irish mafias and Mexican mafias and Brazilian mafias and Protestant mafias and Catholic mafias. Humans organize into gangs. Police are the biggest street gang out there. Is it a good gang or a bad gang? Well, that depends on who runs the police, doesn't it? That's the thing about anarchy. If there wasn't a big gang in town, there'd be some other big gang in town. See, this is human nature. So it better be our big gang that's honorable and has chivalry, not somebody else's gang that's based on predatory activity. That's what it comes down to. And so I am for a fraternity of liberty that transcends race, religion, creed, you name it, where you have you don't aggress against people that haven't aggressed against you. You believe in property, you believe in sovereignty, you believe in rights, as long as it doesn't hurt somebody else. That builds wealth, that builds starships, that builds the future. I just really have goodwill towards everybody. I just really want to win. I want you to win. I get satisfied by prosperity. I just feel so good that I have some friends and people that I know I could go to jail for 10 years and give them $1 million and get out of jail in 10 years, and they would fight to keep that money and would not cheat me. That's what value is. And it's not just that they would, you know, or Colonel Travis giving, you know, his son to my mom's family to raise, because they were known as the most honorable people in Texas and had started the revolution and been the treasurer until he stepped down because he didn't want to be involved in it. Heirs. It's not just that Colonel Travis would trust my family. That's just a small microcosm example. It is the trusting. It is the honorableness. That is my value. That is my wealth. That is who I am. That is my family name. I thought growing up everybody was like my family. Straight and strong and honorable and hardworking and tough. I didn't know that a lot of people weren't like that. You understand that? And that's why I don't like people claiming I'm a Russian agent. Major media figures. I could sue them, I could win. MSNBC saying I'm behind the Boston bombing and deeply racist. When I was younger, if somebody said that in my face, I'd break their nose. I am sick of people making stuff up like it's reality. And it's not that it even hurts me. It's that you're so dishonorable and so pathetic that it makes me want to throw up. I'm mad at you because you're such cowards. I'm mad at you because you're so weak. And it makes me see how weak I am. I know how weak I am. I want to be strong. I want to be a winner. I want to find the lever to turn things around. I want to turn the tide. I want to win. Because it's about my children. And I'll tell you something else. I can feel my ancestors. The giant genetic variety of everything they strove to do and those genetic memories. And this morning I was driving to work and I was just literally just basking in the instincts and the memories and just all of them and how strong they were. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. It was just like, my God, this is incredible. Consciousness on this planet and the people that merged over and over again to bring me to this point. I just want to get the ball across the line for humanity and not run around about blacks or Mexicans or Jews or Catholics or this or that. Just come together for freedom, no matter what color you are, and the enemy will vaporize. The enemy could be black, it could be Jewish, it could be German, it could be Chinese. It's people that manipulate and want control and are haters and want to hurt people. The only people I want to hurt is them. And that's why they're always stirring stuff up. Because they know they can get good people to do bad things once they've started wars. It's important to look past who they're trying to get us to start a war with and look at who's starting the war. I am sick. It'd be like watching a kid, a mean kid to a new kid that comes to school go, hey, shake my hand. They pull their hand back. Or, hey, you got something on your shirt, and then do it to your nose. My kids did that to me once, and I was just like, they're like, why you look so angry? I said, because that's something people do to be mean and to say I'm unfaithful and to take someone's goodwill and like opening a door for a lady and then tripping her down the stairs. I had a newspaper reporter one time when my wife was pregnant with our first child who'd stalked me and harassed me and lied about me, show up at a movie theater for a premiere of a film that I'd been invited to. And there was Quentin Tarantino there looking at me hatefully in the crowd and the rest of it. And I never told the story before. And we walk up to those big, giant stairs at the old Ritz, is what it was called, Alamo, the original Alamo. It's now nationwide. And that guy sat there and tried to trip my wife down the stairs, then laughed. And I looked, and they had the other newspaper reporter there with a pad that I was about to physically attack him. And she walked out. She said, how dare you not break that guy's neck? And I said, you didn't fall. I caught you. That was a setup. Let me tell you. That reporter is a nobody piece of crap loser, excuse my French. But I'll tell you something about him. He doesn't work for Black Ops. He doesn't work for the CIA. He doesn't need to be taught dirty tricks. It's a spirit of evil, a spirit of jealousy. And I'm not going to be part of it. So that's what it comes down to. It's that men without honor tell men of honor that they're a fraud. No, I'm not a fraud. I am wicked in my flesh, but my heart is good. And I, by all yardsticks, I'm a very moral person. And I try to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And that's why I'm sick of the dumbing down out there, the mindlessness of all of this, okay? I'm not a Russian agent. I'm not an Israeli agent. I'm not a Catholic agent. I'm not a white supremacist agent. I'm not any of these things. I'm an agent of liberty. I'm an agent of freedom. I'm an agent of justice. I'm somebody that wants to uphold my family name, not because it's some cheesy old saying, but now as a man, I know what that means. It means I come from good people, and I'm going to die a good person. And it doesn't matter what they put in the newspaper or what they make up about me. I know I love God, and I know I want justice. And that's what matters. And that's why evil men hate me, because all those that love death hate God. And if we love God, they hate us. I'm going to go to your phone calls. Chris, go ahead and tell us about the Zionist. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm not accusing you of working for the Zionists or anything. I don't know why you do what you do.
Can you get off the headset so we can hear you, or I'll be accused of censoring you? Just can you get off the headset?
No, I'm off. I've got 2 seconds to get off the highway. I started driving again. I thought I was cut off. I'm not accusing you of being a Zionist. I don't know why you do what you do. I just think that there's you're missing something maybe you don't know. Israel was set up from the beginning as a state to ethnic cleanse the Palestinians out of there. I mean, that's just basic fact.
Yeah, and there are people moving into areas, colonizing it, and kicking the natives out everywhere. And I'm not saying that's good, But no one cares when the UN lines